Victoria Kann brings a whimsical and effervescent character named Pinkalicous to life using different elements of style. The use of words, images, metaphors, sounds, and voice provide the reader with visual support to appreciate the literature. Throughout her series, the point of view is in first person. The main character, Pinkalicous, is the narrator. This allows the reader to feel as if they are with her during her wild adventures. There is also quotes from Pinkalicious's brother Peter, who has quite an imagination himself. He loves to tag along with his big sister. Her mom is a typical soccer mom who loves to spend quality time with her daughter, but is not afraid to tell her when she is getting out of line. Her dad and other pink-tastic characters give the stories an edge with all of the different personalities they come across. The author provides the use of sounds to support her illustrations. The use of expressions on the characters' faces calls for a sound to go with it. When Dr. Wink told Pinkalicous she couldn't eat anything pink and could only eat green food, she says, "Boo!" and "Yuck!" The author comes across as fun, exciting, and girly. Since the author has his personality, the main character, Pinkalicious's voice, takes on all of these traits. In Author-Illustrator, Pinkalicous says, "I am the princess of flowers." This shows that she is girly and has an awesome imagination. The voice of a girly girl who has a younger sibling makes it fun for girls and boys to relate to the stories. Either a girly girl can have an annoying little brother who wants nothing more than to play with his sister, or a brother can have an older sister who thinks she is a total princess. One of the most important elements throughout the series is the theme. The thematic idea for children is to learn a lesson. Such lessons are to listen to your parents, recycle, and use your imagination through play. Victoria Kann states, "The story comes first, but as I work on the artwork, I often modify the story. Sometimes the story is inspired by what I draw, then everything flows together." Kann's illustrations are of artistic media and three-dimensional arts with the use of watercolor paintings and computer graphics. Kann has described her artwork as a combination of mediums with paper collages that are scanned onto a computer then tweaked with Photoshop. The materials she uses to make her illustrations are of fabrics, wallpaper, and of personal pictures she takes. In the illustrations, characterization is highlighted with the emotions of Pinkalicous. The books are of Pinkalicious's perspective with close-up view of her against white backgrounds to elaborate her expressions. Color is used to reflect these emotions and moods with the setting, such as the camouflage scene in Author-Illustrator. Mixed shades of purples and hints of pinks are reflected in the stories for dramatic color use. Composition of lines is used to show movements like flying, the direction of the windstorm with curved and bold lines while showing straight lines and shapes like shown in the homes. Night light piercing in showcases it's nighttime. And sun shining through the windows used to illustrate daytime are throughout the books. Also, lines and shading are combined to illustrate the texture, like in the tree leaves and tree trunks. Picture text is used in the books to let the readers better understand the situations without storytelling. Each book's size, shape, and book jacket's illustration has Pinkalicous on the cover with the color of the background corresponding with the book's title.
The author uses her imagination to create a fantasy world where she brings to life magical unicorns, tooth fairies, elves, and magical wands. Her favorite genres are fiction, humor, and fantasy. She is able to successfully use all three genres in each of her books. So what is fiction, humor, and fantasy? Fiction is defined as a narrative literature work whose content is produced by the imagination. Humor is the faculty of perceiving what is amusing or comical. And fantasy is the formation of mental images with strange or otherworldly settings or characters. The main character in each of her books is a young girl named Pinkalicous, who is always on an adventure and always has something funny to say. A humorous quote which Pinkalicous says to her brother in Goldilicious. "Oh, Goldie, you shouldn't have done that on the floor. You know better. Just neigh when you have to go potty." "I'm sorry, Peter, but you just stepped right into it." Victoria Kann is able to bring laughter to children all over the world. She has such a great imagination, and she is able to share it in all of her wonderful books.